Yes, fine, thank you, sir.
So this is grade?
5 notes.
This is grade?
5 notes.
So welcome to today's lesson. This is, let's start our today's lesson. So welcome to today's lesson. So before we start today's lesson, let us try to remind ourselves what we were doing yesterday during our mathematics lesson. So yesterday we were learning about You raise up your hand. Raise up your hand and then you remind us what you were learning yesterday. Yesterday you were learning about least common multiple. How to find the least common multiple. How to find least common multiple, that is LCM. So when you are finding the LCM of a number, when you are finding take for example, you have been given a number like 4, 6, and 8. And you have been asked to find the LCM. You have been asked to find the LCM of these numbers. We say first you start by doing what? By listing down the multiples. Listing down the multiples of 4, and then you list down the multiples of 6, and then multiples of 8, and then you look for the number which is common in both 4, 6, and 8. Both 4, 6, and 8. 4, 6, and 8. So multiples of 4, you will have 4. You raise up your hand. Yes, for the doctor. You will have 4. Good. You will have 4, and then yes, 8, and then after 8 you will have, yes, Adam, 12, and then after 12 you will have Mustak 16. You will have 16, and then after 16 you will have, yes, you will have 20, and then after 20 you will have, yes, Asha, you will have 24, and then we go to 6. We go to 6. Yes, we will have 6, then 12. After 12 we go to, yes, you will have 18. After 18 we have 24. After 24 you will have, yes, patience, you will have 30, and so on and so forth. Let's go to 8. 8 you will have, yes, you will have 8, and then after 8 you will have 16. Sophia, you will have 24. 24. Let's labor. You will have 30, 32. After 32 we will have, yes, Felix, you will have 40, and so on and so forth. Higher. And then after listing down all the multiples of 4, 6, and 8, after listing down the multiples of 4, 6, and 8, you look for the number which is common in both 4, 6, and 8, and it should be the least. It should be the least. So here we have 4. Do we have 4 as one of the multiples of 6? Do we have 4 as one of the multiples of 8?
No.
We go to 8. 8. Do we have 8 here? Do we have 8 in 6?
No.
When it comes to 8?
No.
And then we have 12.
Yes.
Do you have 12 all across? No. 8, we don't have 12 as one of the multiples. And then we come to 16. We have 16 as one of the multiples of 4. 6, do we have 16 here?
No.
And then in 8, we have 16. And then after 16, we go to another multiple, which is 20. So 20, we have 20 as one of the multiples of 4. 6, do we have? No. Do we have 20 here?
No.
And then we go to 24, being the next multiple of 4. So we have 24 here. Yes. And then 6, do we have 6 as one of the multiples of 6?
Yes.
Do we have 24 as one of the multiples of 8?
Yes.
So which is the least common multiple of 4, 6, and 8? So multiples LCM of 4, 6, and 8. We have it as, our answer will be what? 24. We will have our answer to be 24. So that's how to find the LCM or the least common multiple of numbers. You just list down the multiples of the number given. You list down the first number that you have been given, the second digit, the third digit, and then you look for the multiples of those numbers, and then you look for the common, what is common here, the number which is common here, what is common in the second digit, and also the third number here. That will be your answer. That will be your answer. Now let's look. So that is just about the reminder of what we were doing yesterday. Let's look at today's lesson. Let's look at today's lesson. So we are still proceeding with numbers. Let's look at addition without regrouping. Addition without regrouping. Without regrouping. Addition without regrouping. When you talk of addition of numbers without regrouping, that means that you are adding numbers without carrying. So when you talk of regrouping numbers, we are adding numbers, digits which are less than 10. Digits which are less than 10. We are adding digits which are less than 10. Digits which are less than 10. So you can be given an example, that is example 1. We can have example 1 here, addition of numbers. Addition of numbers without regrouping. Addition of numbers without regrouping. And we have said the word regrouping means you don't have, you are adding numbers which are less than 10, so you don't have something which you will carry to the next. So when you are regrouping, you can use what we call place value chart. Can you say place value chart? Place value chart. We have what we call place value chart. We use place value chart. We can use a place value chart that we will be using when we are working out this addition without regrouping. So we are going to work out the first example. So let me hope you still remember place values. Place values we start with. Place values you start with what? You raise up your hand. You raise up your hand. Place values, yes. We have ones. Yes, fellas. Tens. Asha. Iklas. Thousands. So we have ones. Tens. Hundreds. Thousands. Tens of thousands. Hundreds of thousands, and so on and so forth. So we have, when you are using a place value chart, you will have such kind of. So you can have, you have been given, you will start with ones on this other side. And then you have tens. And then you have hundreds. And then we have thousands. And then we will have tens of thousands. tens of thousands. So you can have what we call the place value chart. The place value chart, where we are going to, you are supposed to find the place values of numbers. You are adding numbers without regrouping. After drawing the place value, this is what we call a place value chart. Can you say place value chart?
Place value chart.
Place value chart.
Place value chart.
So this is what we call a place value chart, and you are supposed to add. Let's have the first example. So here we have, which digit do we have in the ones place value?
6.
Tens,
3.
hundreds,
1.
thousands,
2.
tens of thousands,
4.
4. That is the first. So when you are reading this figure here, how do we read this figure here? You raise up your hand. Can you read the whole of this figure that we have here? The whole of this. 4, 2, 1, 3, 6. That, how do we read that digit? Yes? Good. That is 42,100 and that's 6. 42,100 and that's 6. So you are supposed to add this number here. You are supposed to add with so we are adding using the place value chart. This is what we call the place value chart. The first number that we have here, this figure here, we have 42,100 and that's 6. The second, you raise up your hand. Raise up your hand. Yes, Alba? 15,600 and that is good. 15,652. Then when we are adding, we add the way we normally add the whole numbers. These are all numbers. So we just add the way we normally add those all numbers that we have it here. Higher. So here you start from the far end. You start with ones, and then you come to tens, and then hundreds. After hundreds, you go to
Thousands.
after thousands,
Thousands.
tens of thousands. So you are just adding the digits on the column of ones, and then you come to the column of tens, and then after that we come to after hundreds, after thousands, tens of thousands. That is good. So we are going to add this one. That is 6 plus 8. 6 plus 2. So it's going to give us the answer for this. That is 6 plus 2. Yes? No? Huh? 8. So we write here 8. We write 8. And then we come to the second column of tens. We come to the second. Amran? So you have 3 plus 5 will be 8. So you write 8 here. And then the third column for hundreds. The third column for hundreds. The third column for hundreds. Imran? That is 1 plus 6. 1 plus 6. Fardosa? 7. You write 7 here. You write 7. And then you come to the column of thousands. Column of thousands. Yes? You will have 7. On the column of thousands. That is 2 plus 5. And then 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1. Fatuma? You are going to have 5. We are going to have 5. So your answer, you will have your answer here. We have just added for the columns of ones. We have just come to the columns of tens, and then columns of hundreds, and then thousands, and then after thousands we have tens of thousands. Higher. So our answer here that we have here, the answer that we have here. So who can read for us our final answer here? Who is going to read for us the final answer here? Saddam? You stand up and then you tell us you read for us this figure here. Yes? Sit down. 57,788. 57,788.